Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video. Let's just go with the COVID excuse with this one. Um, it's been this content right here is actually completely different than what I usually put on this channel. It's not going to be about coding, but it will be educational nevertheless. So this one here is how to like optimize your healing and just really do better healing on the Patchwerk fight in Naxx in the game World of Warcraft. So I'm going straight to the content. No intro this time. Sorry about that. Didn't really have time for it. In fact, I haven't even had my coffee. But we're going to be looking at a useful macro that I use on this fight, and also just really giving you the black and white facts about healing that fight. Basically what I'm saying is that you can have unlimited mana and crank out some big heals and still wipe on that fight, because it's the mechanic really. The main thing about your heals is that they all have a cast time, and that is what's making a lot of issues with that fight. I think at this late in the game, most groups that go in there would usually have the DPS that can beat the enrage timer. So really it's just keeping those tanks up, and the key thing here is when Patchwerk slaps your tank and say, hey, where's my money? That tank needs you to cash him immediately with some heals. Like, it has to come quick. And the thing about some strategies, I like to say that people or healers that would stand and heal, and if that's you, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call you out or anything. Let's just grab a spell here. Let's rank 8 Holy Light. I just put it on my keybind here, which is E, and I'll target this guard. Now just spam this on him, right? I am hoping that right about at the end right here that he will take a nasty hit from Patchwerk, and so that heal will be ready for him immediately. That's the hope. When you miss this, your tank is in trouble. Check this out. Let's say right here where my right at the end of the cast bar, let's say he gets hit. Boom, he just got hit. He would have to wait another, what is it, 2.5? Another 2.5 seconds if he took a hit right after you topped them off his already topped off health. By the way, waste of mana. He had just taken a smack right after that. Now he will not take another heal from you for another 2.5 seconds if you're using Holy Light. I'm just using Holy Light as an example, okay? So let's look at that. Holy Light takes 2.5 seconds to cast, and boom, right after you cast it, that's when the unfortunate tank got hit backhanded with the ring finger, and now he has to wait 2.5 seconds to get another one from you. You see the position that you've just placed your tank in. You are now hoping that the other healers will be able to throw a heal on him, because you are kind of out of it for 2.5 seconds. Again, just an example. Maybe you're using a faster spell. Either way. What if they also did the same thing? Now your tank is without heals from you or the other heal. Maybe only one heal is able to, crank a heal in at that point. But either way, not enough. The tank is on the ground and the raid wipes. So see, doesn't matter if your mana is unlimited and your heals are, 90k per heal. As long as you're spamming like that, eventually there's going to be that miss. And when you miss, it hurts. It hurts a lot. So the point is to have a heal in the queue. When I say in the queue, see the cast bar going? that heal is in the queue. It is loaded and it's ready. And as soon as that tank gets a hit, boom, you let it off. And that's why I create this video to help you guys. Because honestly, if you're saying Patchwerk is difficult, I will agree it is difficult until you understand what you're doing. And then at that point, it's actually a piece of cake, as long as you have the DPS, right? So again, the main thing here is that your heals have a cast time. And if your heals have a cast time, then there's the mechanic you have to play with. Okay, so for this, what I like to do, and this is just me personally, I don't like to really have my heals on a click, but feel free to do it if you have to. At least use a macro, and I don't see how you would actually use a macro and then a click, but you definitely use a macro instead of jumping or moving your character mid cast. I feel like that actually takes away some of that time, and time is super important in this fight. All right, so I have this button right here, key bound to the letter E. I use my WASDs to move, so E is just right here. I can just hit it at any time. So what I'm going to do is quickly slap together a few macros, or actually one or two here, just to kind of like show you what I would do in this fight, what I do in this fight on this character, on this realm, in this game. All right, so I'm just going to call this demo heals. Give you a macro a name. And then what I can do next is just open up my spell book, find my spell, whatever rank I want, and just hold shift. And you can click it and you can throw it in there. See, that's how easy it is to just throw your spell in there. The next thing I will do is I'll go to the line up. So one line above it here. And I'll just do a /target space mouse over one word. Boom, just like that. This will actually work just fine for a targeting mouse over macros, because I like to just go on the raid frames, you know, like you have the raid frames, and just move my mouse up and down and heal everybody. Of course, if you're assigned to heal in the tank, please just heal the tank. So now with this, I can maybe just mouse over this guard here, throw my heal out, which just by pressing E, heal him or heal her.
Well met.
And so what the macro does is targets the anybody you mouse over. It just targets them. I can throw a heal over here too if I wanted. Just like that. What this macro does also allows you to do is actually you can, if you have heals that you can do while moving, you'd be able to do that because you are actually targeted that person. So now your mouse could go anywhere else over the screen and you're still healing that person. So that's the cool thing about that macro. Another macro that I like is written just a little bit differently. So it's basically /use and then the open square brackets, the @ symbol, and then just say mouse over, and then the close @ symbol, parentheses, not parentheses, the close in square brackets, just like that. And of course I'm gonna leave these in the description, so don't worry. I'm sure the video quality is probably not good enough to even see them, so don't worry. And then again, just shift click the spell in there. You can actually put a space between it right there if you want. Again, I'll leave it in the description. This works just the same, except the difference here is that it doesn't matter what you target. So I can target this little fellow here and just mouse over this guy and heal him, or let's heal the bread guy, or this guy here passing. Right? So that's the thing. If you want this, I personally prefer using something like this, so I can actually have a solid target that I can maybe just monitor for whatever reason, maybe even Patchwerk. If there was like a cast I had to watch out for, then I can have him targeted and then have my tank like on the raid frame. This works for the raid frames as well. I'm targeting I'm mousing over the person right now, but if you had the raid frame with the tank name, you can just mouse over that too. This works. So this is definitely what I would recommend. What you want to do with this, though, to combat the cast time and to really make yourself optimize to crank out a heel and have a heel cooking, have a heel in the queue ready for your tank, is simple. You ever heard of floating heels? I'm sure someone in your guild has mentioned it to you already. But all you have to do is put right above here, just put a / stop casting. That's it. Personally, I also like to put the show tooltip so you can see the spell rank and all that cool stuff inside the tooltip that pops up when you mouse over the spell. See? Now it pops up Holy Light, 2.5 second cast. But the stop casting is key here, right before the spell. You don't want to put it after. that would not be good. Right before you cast a spell, you have a stop casting. What this does is basically say stop casting and then cast. Which means I can do this. I can mouse over the guy, cast, I can hit it again, cast, and you can see I'm in this endless cycle of casting every time I hit it before it is finished. So you're interrupting yourself and you're queuing up another cast. Why would you do this? Simple. To kill Patchwerk. Why would you do this though? Seriously, the honest question is this, right? Let's play a scenario. I stop my cast right here about 70%. Let's just say it's about 70% each time, right? Which means it had another 30% cast time remaining. Because I stopped it at about 70%, let's imagine that this guy got hit really hard at the end of my cast. So I had just topped him off, and then he got hit. Well, you would have to wait another 2.5 seconds to get heals again. Remember that? Yeah, of course. But if I cancel my cast at that 70% and start again, that means if he got hit at that same time that he got hit the first time, right? What happens here is that I would already be about 30% in my next cast, and when he got hit, the heal came within a brief point something seconds. So what you want to do is get your tank, right? Get your tank targeted, however, manually, mouse over, whatever you got to do, and you cast on him. And before your spell goes out, do it again. I say anything about 70% or higher, you stop it and you start again. And then when he takes that big chunk, all you have to do is let it go through and then continue and continue. Hit that button to stop it, because what you're doing is you're not only preserving mana, but you're cooking up another heal in a faster amount of time. You're getting another heal in that queue ready for that tank. So as soon as he does get smacked with the ring finger and Patchwerk says, "Cash me outside," you can roll up with that heal and say, "Yo, I got you." Okay? Well, again, this is content that usually not on this channel. Actually, I have another channel I should probably put this on, but whatever. I'm just gonna put it on this channel. Hopefully this was helpful. These the two macros that I kind of showed you a second ago, I'm gonna have those in the description below anyways. But that's basically it, guys. It's all about getting the heal on the tank at a faster amount of time. And so by spamming heals, boom, 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 you're not only wasting mana. And if you're saying, well, dude, man, I have unlimited mana. Well, that becomes the issue now of just getting the heals on him on time. Because if you're spamming heals and he gets hit right after you land a heal, he's locked out from your heals for that duration of your cast, when you can actually make it smaller by floating your heal. So that's what it is. That's really what it is. Trust me, if you're doing this on Patchwerk, you've just made the fight easier for you and for everyone. The more healers doing this, the more easier it gets, and I can almost guarantee you that your guys are gonna get even closer to killing him, or you're gonna down him once you start doing this. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.